Number 15. Japan. Finding a bride in Japan isn't difficult if you know what kind of wife you want. Many Western men have come up with a great idea: visit Japan as a tourist for a month or two and use that time to meet Japanese women. They hope that a relationship with one of them will develop well enough that she will eventually become their wife. However, Japanese girls are happy to chat with foreign tourists and even go out with them, but they don't consider them potential husbands or even long-term boyfriends. Thus, the cost for typical Japanese brides ranges from $10,000 to $20,000. Japanese women are not only known for their gentle and refined beauty, with smooth white skin, shiny black hair, and large, round eyes, but they are also famous for their elegant fashion sense and ability to coordinate outfits. Beyond their appearance, Japanese women are admired for their domestic skills and their ability to create a warm and happy home. They are exemplary wives and mothers, always knowing how to maintain a cozy living environment. Moreover, Japanese women are also very skilled at managing finances and maintaining a balanced lifestyle. Additionally, Japan has increasingly seen cases of women trafficking, where victims often include young girls from Russia, Eastern Europe, and Latin America who are sold as wives. Many Russian women are also coerced into selling their bodies in men's clubs, sometimes only accessible to club members, or in nightclubs that offer drinks, dancing, and girls, where guests can take them to hotels. Therefore, men have more options for purchasing wives, not only Japanese but also from other countries. Would you want to buy a Japanese wife? Share your thoughts. Number 14. Thailand. If you're looking for the best country to find a wife abroad, Thailand is the perfect choice. Thai girls are cheerful, approachable, very beautiful, and open, so marrying a foreign bride is a great venture for your happiness. These Asian women are so exotic and beautiful that every Western man considers Thailand the best place to marry a woman. The standard cost can range from 100,000 to 300,000 baht, equivalent to $3,200 to $9,600, to buy a wife here. There are many criteria affecting the price of brides in Thailand. This amount is based on the status, education level, profession of your Thai fiancé, and other social background information such as her virginity. The dowry price in Thailand drops significantly if your future bride has been married before, has children, or is no longer a virgin. Another factor attracting foreign men to marry Thai women is that it's not an issue for a foreign girl to marry an older man, so most marriages involve a significant age gap. The advantage is that Thailand is open to people from different countries, making it the best place to meet a woman who is open and pleasant sexually. Most Thai girls have petite and youthful appearances. Their tan skin and almond-shaped eyes truly capture the attention of most men. They seem to always want to look their best, even when just at home with their husband. They strive to stay fit, eat well, and look beautiful in their partner's eyes. Thai girls respect their husbands as well as his family. They respect elders and never refuse to help in any situation. Thai women are endearingly faithful to their husbands. Most Thai women behave very sweetly, modestly, and politely. They don't yell or nag. A Thai bride's husband will likely be quite satisfied and even spoiled. Number 13. India. India also has markets with attractive wife-buying deals. Women can become commodities for those seeking companionship here, with prices as low as $13 to $50, you can secure a partner in India. Although officially banned, this practice still quietly persists in many rural areas. Bride families, especially those from lower economic classes, often incur significant debt to meet the demands of the groom's family. This has created an unequal marriage market where brides are valued based on the financial capacity of their families. The severe gender imbalance in India, with 1,057 males for every 1,000 females according to the 2023 census, has created numerous social issues. This imbalance has intensified competition in finding a partner, especially for men. The long-standing practice of sex-selective abortion in many parts of India has led to a severe shortage of females, a root cause of many social problems. There are many reasons why Indian culture is not favorable towards having daughters, including the high dowry costs or the belief that daughters will leave their family when they marry and no longer support their family. This pressure sometimes leads to negative practices like buying brides, devaluing women, and creating an unequal marriage market. India is a culturally diverse country with thousands of years of history. This diversity is evident in the marriage market, where customs, values, and expectations vary greatly between states and communities. For example, in northern states like Haryana and Punjab, where gender imbalance is severe, buying brides is a pressing social issue. Conversely, in southern states like Tamil Nadu and Kerala, awareness of gender equality has significantly increased, leading to positive changes in attitudes towards marriage. What do you think about this? Share your thoughts. Number 12. Egypt. In Egypt, there exists a unique form of marriage called temporary marriage. This is an arrangement where poor families allow their daughters to marry foreigners in exchange for money. What's astonishing is that these marriage contracts can start at a shockingly low price, as low as $9. This figure might sound unbelievable, but it exposes the harsh economic reality faced by many families in this country and their willingness to seek unconventional solutions. For many Egyptian women, especially those from impoverished families, temporary marriage is seen as an opportunity to escape poverty and seek a better future. However, behind the promises of a new life are potential risks. Many women are coerced into these marriages without their consent and often are not fully aware of the possible legal consequences. Particularly, American men are often seen as ideal models for many Egyptian women. They are perceived as wealthy, sophisticated, and able to offer a better life. As a result, many young girls are willing to accept the risks to marry these men. Egyptian women are known for their attentiveness, respect, and deep affection. They always seek partners who can make them feel special and loved. However, behind their gentle exterior is a soul full of energy and humor. If you enjoy laughter and cannot imagine life without humor, an Egyptian woman will certainly be your perfect match. Marrying an Egyptian woman is not just a personal decision but also an opportunity to build a happy and enduring family. The combination of two different cultures will create colorful and interesting love stories. Moreover, Egyptian women place a high value on family and are always willing to invest time and effort to care for their loved ones. Every culture has its own customs, and Egypt is no exception. Marriage in Egypt often comes with unique traditional ceremonies. For example, in some areas, hundreds of cows may be needed to organize a wedding. These customs not only reflect the family's wealth and status but also show respect for ancestral traditions. Number 11. China. China's one-child policy, one of the country's longest-standing population control measures, has inadvertently led to severe gender discrimination. The preference for sons has created a significant gender imbalance, with the number of men vastly outnumbering women. According to a report from the Chinese Academy of Social Sciences, this situation left tens of millions of Chinese men, estimated between 30,000 and 40,000, single throughout 2020. This severe gender imbalance has led to numerous social consequences. To address the shortage of women, many Chinese men, especially in rural areas, have turned to extreme measures. One such measure is buying wives from neighboring countries, such as Vietnam. The practice of trafficking women has become a pressing social issue, causing numerous negative repercussions for both buyers and sellers. Despite efforts by the Chinese government to address the gender imbalance, the issue remains unresolved. In rural areas, the practice of buying wives from Vietnam continues, highlighting the complexity and persistence of the problem. The cost of purchasing a wife typically starts at around $2,600. Thousands of Vietnamese women have been deceived and sold to China at exorbitant prices, reaching tens of thousands of dollars. Once in the country, they are often held captive, forced to work under harsh conditions, and even sold like merchandise. Many find themselves ensnared by traffickers only to discover they have been cruelly deceived. In some rural areas of China, marrying Vietnamese women is still seen as a way to address the shortage of women. However, these marriages are often based on arrangements rather than love, leading to various social issues. From 2009 to 2013, authorities rescued 18 Vietnamese women from exploitation. Most of these young women, from rural areas and minority ethnic groups, were particularly vulnerable and were lured by traffickers with promises of financial benefits and support for their families. The Chinese traffickers exploited their lack of education and access to information. Once these women crossed the border into China, they faced dire conditions, with many being confined to homes and forced to work under harsh circumstances, with some being sold to older men in rural areas. If you come here, you might also purchase a Vietnamese wife or a foreign wife in similar situations. What are your thoughts on this practice? Please share your views. Number 10. South Korea. Similar to how Japanese women came to the US in the early 20th century seeking husbands, South Korean women began arriving in the US in the early 1900s. The end of the Korean War saw a wave of traditional American Korean marriages and the growing popularity of mail-order brides. Today, mail-order bride services remain common in South Korea as more women seek to escape traditional gender roles and pursue careers and marriages with men who appreciate them. It's no surprise that South Korean mail-order brides are among the most sought-after Asian brides. For example, before the 2019 pandemic, nearly 500 South Korean women received K-1 visas to enter the US and marry American citizens. Interestingly, local authorities subsidize single men to bring foreign wives to South Korea to increase the population. A man can earn up to $8,800 for buying a wife by covering airfare, wedding costs, and other expenses. Moreover, the practice of buying wives is also extremely prevalent in South Korea. According to a 2017 study by the Ministry of Gender Equality and Family on the international marriage brokerage industry, the cost for South Korean men to buy a wife is highest, averaging 18.3 million won per person, followed by the Philippines at 15.2 million won, Cambodia at 14.4 million won, Vietnam at 14.2 million won, and China at 10.7 million won. Vietnamese brides make up 73% of marriages between South Korean men and foreign women, and it takes an average of just 3.9 days from meeting to marriage. Would you want to live in South Korea? Please share your thoughts. Number 9. Poland. If you are looking for the best country in Europe to find a foreign wife, consider Poland. Polish women are practical, direct, and straightforward in their desires and speech. Family plays a significant role in their lives. They have a tradition of financially supporting newly established families, which can be a solid foundation for the future. In terms of dating and marriage, Polish women follow similar dating traditions to other Western countries. Poles are very patriotic, so you should avoid making any negative remarks about their customs and way of life, at least on the first date. Polish couples adhere to traditional roles and conservative Catholic influences in their dating and marriage practices. This means you will not live together before marriage, and the wedding will be held in a church, followed by a reception with many guests. However, this is not the case for all Polish women, as many are quite westernized. They are Slavic women with American influences and will not have difficulty expressing their wants and needs. They are also increasingly less religious, which could be either good or bad depending on your perspective. Polish women are quite easygoing. You can come and ask them their price, and then directly purchase them. If you want a one-night stand, it costs around $50 to $100, while buying a wife will be more expensive. Number 8. Philippines. The Philippines is often one of the most popular places to buy a cheap bride. Their appearance is just the tip of the iceberg, as they are among the most caring and compassionate women you can find. Due to their calm demeanor, kindness, and ability to manage household duties, the Philippines is one of the best countries to find a loyal wife. Family is a key aspect of Filipino brides' social lives, so if you decide to find a wife there, be prepared to show complete respect for the tradition of maintaining close relationships with their relatives. Similarly, this means your wife will take care of your family from A to Z, as they have done this perfectly before. Another thing to know is that Filipino girls do not like to show affection in public. It is considered taboo in this region. If a girl decides you are right for her, you must get the approval of her family. One of the most common ways to buy a bride is through online matchmaking sites. The cost of a bride is very cheap, starting from $9 or possibly reaching thousands of dollars. Thousands of mail-order brides from the Philippines are waiting for the right man to buy them. Many Filipino brides come from impoverished areas, always hoping for a better life through marriages with foreign men. Number 7. Bulgaria. Have you ever heard of a place where brides are sold at a market? Comment below. In Bulgaria, there is a unique and controversial traditional festival known as the Special Bride Market in Kalaidzi. On the first Saturday of the Orthodox month, the town of Kalaidzi transforms into a bustling festival. The event lasts all day with activities such as dancing, food, music, and notably, the bride price negotiation ceremony. During this festival, young girls are dressed in elaborate outfits and gold jewelry. Accompanied by their mothers, they participate in this special market. The mothers proudly accompany their daughters on this significant day. The bride price negotiation ceremony has been a part of Kalaidzi's tradition for many centuries. Young men negotiate the price with the girl's family, and eventually, a marriage is established. One of the most notable issues is the focus on the girl's virginity. The virginity of the young girls plays a crucial role in determining the sale price. If a girl is a virgin, her family can receive a higher price. Conversely, if the girl is not a virgin, the price drops significantly. This has raised concerns about women being judged primarily on their virginity and questions about gender equality. When someone expresses interest in marrying, both families negotiate the price. Girls aged 15 to 18 are the most sought-after items. They dress provocatively in short skirts and elaborate makeup to attract prospective grooms. The more beautiful the girl, the higher the price she can fetch. The price of a bride ranges from $2,800 to $5,600, depending on beauty and virginity. The prerequisite is that the bride must be a virgin, otherwise, the girl's family will be penalized, and the girl will be ostracized by the community. If the price is agreed upon and paid, the bride becomes the groom's property, making this market one of the fastest ways to find a spouse. With the advancement of technology, especially the popularity of mobile phones and the internet, Bulgarian girls today have more access to information. Thus, online dating is also common. Although the cost of a Bulgarian bride can be quite high, many girls and families still opt for online matchmaking services. They believe that marrying early will provide the girls with a stable and protected life. Additionally, marrying an older man is seen as a wise choice as he can provide financial and social support. Bulgarian brides justify the high price by emphasizing their dedication and maturity to those seeking a wife. Bulgarian brides offer a great choice. They can be surprisingly affordable, with costs ranging from $2 to $80 through online matchmaking catalogs. How affordable it is really depends on the Bulgarian website you use. Bulgarian women are known for their natural beauty, intelligence, and warmth. They often have a harmonious balance between family life and career. Many men turn to Bulgarian women for these admirable qualities. What do you think about buying a Bulgarian bride? Please share your comments. Number 6. Malaysia. Malaysia, with its diverse and rich culture, is always an attractive destination for travelers. The country is not only famous for its beautiful beaches and modern skyscrapers but also for the traditional beauty of its people, especially Malaysian women. Particularly, Malaysia is a Muslim country where men can have up to 4 wives. In Malaysia, there is a market for women. Malaysian women are valued at prices ranging from $18,000 to $20,000. Rings worth about $4,800 to $5,400 are enough to invest in a wife. However, not every man can afford these beautiful women. If you are willing to make a significant investment, you will have the privilege of feeling loved and valued by Malaysian women. This country is like a paradise for those seeking love by investing in the happiness of foreign beauties. They have pearl-like skin and endless charm with their black hair. Malaysian women are known for their gentleness, intelligence, and hospitality. If you are looking for a genuine and long-term relationship, a caring and understanding life partner, Malaysian women could be an excellent choice. Malaysian culture values family and mutual respect, which is why many foreigners are attracted to the beauty and warmth of its women. Once you have a clear idea of the type of woman you want to date, you can easily find Malaysian women on dating websites. The best part is that this allows you to get a wife completely free. Malaysian women also speak English, which will save you time and lead to quicker dating and marriage. What do you think about this country? Please share your thoughts below. Number 5. Nigeria. In Nigeria, West Africa, men buy brides and then own them, with prices reaching astonishingly low levels. Girls here prefer marrying men from the US and Europe, so these men might pay $600 for an educated girl and $450 for an illiterate one. Since this is far beyond the means of an average tribal youth, Nigerians warmly welcome foreigners to come and buy brides. There is even a regulation capping the bride price at $84 per bride, with options for installment payments. Nigerian women also become mail-order brides due to domestic violence, and this is not just a saying. According to UN reports, 23% of women in Nigeria have been victims of physical or sexual violence by their previous husbands. Other surveys indicate that nearly 33% of women report being victims of domestic violence. Even more shockingly, many Nigerian men believe that beating their wives is acceptable. This is a serious issue, making it reasonable for a young Nigerian girl preparing for marriage to know everything about this problem and to prefer not to become a victim of domestic violence, just like many local women. Moreover, it is understandable why Nigerian women might not want to live with Nigerian men. They believe Western and Asian men are kinder, more loving, and more patient. Child marriage is currently a significant problem in the country. 44% of Nigerian girls marry before the age of 18, and in the northwest of Nigeria, nearly 50% of girls marry before the age of 15. Those who do not want to experience this and do not want to choose such a fate for their future daughters will do their best to leave their country, which is another reason why they are purchased by foreigners. Number 4. Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, most marriages begin with traditional matchmaking. This process is seen as an internal activity, where the groom's family actively searches for a suitable bride and makes an offer to the bride's family. The final decision to accept the offer rests entirely with the bride's family. Once both families reach an agreement, a detailed negotiation takes place to decide on various aspects of the wedding, including the bride price. A unique aspect of the matchmaking tradition in Afghanistan is the concept of the bride price. This is the sum of money that the groom's family must pay to the bride's family. The price can vary significantly depending on many factors, including the bride's family circumstances, education, skills, age, appearance, reputation, and the general price range in the community. Nevertheless, the couple usually has limited say in this negotiation and must follow their family's wishes. Negotiations between the families are often very detailed, focusing not only on the bride price, but also on other expenses such as food, clothing for the bride's relatives, fees for clerics to draft marriage contracts, and conduct ceremonies. While material issues can be resolved quickly, discussions often center on ensuring that both parties agree on the marriage contract terms. As of 2024, the average bride price in Afghanistan can range from a few hundred to several $1,000s, with some rural areas having prices as low as $1,000, while urban areas can reach up to $5,000. This contrasts sharply with the country's history, where bride prices in some regions were as low as $9, a figure that seems almost unbelievable. Number 3. South Africa. In southern Africa, arranged marriages are a long-standing custom that harmonizes tradition and modernity. Unlike Western concepts, the process of finding a partner here is often arranged by both families. One of the hallmarks of arranged marriages here is the exchange of a bride price, typically consisting of livestock or cash, to show respect for the bride and her family. Although the tradition of livestock exchange persists, cash payments have become increasingly common in arranged marriages. This change is largely due to urbanization and economic shifts. However, the value of a bride is still calculated based on the equivalent number of livestock, and this amount is often substantial. In some cases, the bride's family may retain part of this money even if the marriage ends in divorce. The value of a bride is also calculated based on the cost of a cow, ranging from a symbolic $14 to a market rate of $420. The final amount is determined by multiplying the value of a cow by the number of cows equivalent to the bride's value. This can be considered a significant amount, and the money often remains with the bride's family even in cases of divorce. Women here typically have smooth, healthy brown skin, a prominent feature of African women. This symbolizes vibrant health and a close bond with nature. Natural curly hair, varied in style and color, is a point of pride among African women. They often care for their hair with natural oils and create unique hairstyles, reflecting their individual personalities. They also have large, sparkling eyes and full lips, making them irresistibly attractive. African women often have robust, healthy figures, representing wealth and prosperity. What do you think about South African women? Please share your thoughts. Number 2. Indonesia. In Indonesia, it is notable that the country has different cultural regions, so bride prices can vary. In some areas, bride prices are not commonly practiced, while in others, they are mandatory. In Indonesia, the bride price is known as mas kawin or mahar. The concept of mahar is rooted in Islamic beliefs, making it a requirement as stated in the Al-Quran. Mahar originally means dowry. Mahr is a mandatory gift from the future husband to the future wife, symbolizing the sincerity of the future husband in winning the love of his future wife, or a compulsory gift from the future husband to his future wife. The bride's price is not limited to money or jewelry, it can also be animals or property related to religious beliefs. Indonesian women play a crucial role in the family, taking care of children, cooking, cleaning, and managing household finances. Nowadays, Indonesian women increasingly participate in economic activities, contributing to the country's development. However, in many rural areas, bride buying is still prevalent. The cost of buying a bride ranges from $3,000 to $5,000, and if you are wealthy, you can buy up to 4 wives. Number 1. Sudan. Sudan, officially known as the Republic of Sudan, is a country in Northeast Africa renowned for its diverse culture and rich marriage traditions. Here, thousands of weddings occur each year in various forms. The 3 main types of marriages officially recognized and common in Sudan include civil marriage, religious marriage, and customary marriage. Couples are free to choose the form that best suits their preferences and beliefs. Although a Muslim country, Sudan respects religious and cultural diversity, allowing couples to have multiple options. In South Sudan, there are unique and interesting marriage customs. Traditionally, when a man wants to marry, his family must pay a bride price to the bride's family. This bride price is usually calculated based on the number of livestock such as cows or goats. The required number of livestock depends on factors like the bride's beauty, age, and fertility. This indicates that women in South Sudan are considered valuable assets, especially those who can bear children. Early marriage is common in South Sudan, with more than 50% of girls marrying before the age of 18, often to older men who possess more assets, making them more desirable. The cost of organizing a wedding in Sudan varies significantly between regions. In large cities, weddings are often grand and more expensive compared to rural areas. A middle-class wedding in major cities might cost around $10,000, while in rural areas, the cost can be much lower. Regardless of location, weddings remain a significant event and are highly valued by Sudanese people. In many rural areas of Sudan, especially South Sudan, marriage is not just a celebration of love but also an economic transaction. After paying a bride price to the bride's family, usually only around $35, the groom officially brings the bride home. For many families, marriage is seen as a way to improve economic conditions, particularly when the bride can provide labor and bear children. Early marriage and having many children are encouraged, as children are viewed as a labor resource and family asset. So, we have explored 15 countries where you can buy a wife. What are your thoughts on these countries, or would you want to visit any of them to buy a wife? Do you want us to cover any other topics? Remember to comment and share your thoughts. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to get the latest updates from us. See you in the next videos.